On the news tonight, Nigeria at 65. President Tinubu committed to channeling resources into critical sectors to improve quality of lives. Pengansin suspends nationwide strike following federal government intervention. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode at 7. My name is Erefe Obushala. I want to use this opportunity to greet Nigerians both at home and abroad as we celebrate our Independence Day today. We pray that God will guide us through prosperity, unity, and a lot of good lives in Jesus' name. Here are the news in details. As Nigeria clocks 65 years of independence, President Bola Tinubu is assuring Nigerians that his administration will continue to channel resources into critical socio-economic sectors to improve quality education, healthcare, infrastructure development, while also ensuring availability of good food on the tables of Nigerians. This is another assurance coming from the President as he addressed Nigerians on the occasion of the 65th independence anniversary of the country. State House correspondent Musbah Udan Wahab reports.
65 years after the largest black nation in the world got independence, it's another moment to appraise the journey of self-determination.
Fellow Nigerians,
and the leader of today pays tribute to his forebearers, those who fought for the home rule and those who had before him upheld the enduring unity and ensuring the progress and development of a country. President Bola Tinubu traces the trajectory of development under successive administration since independence with due acknowledgement of a steady growth. And irrespective of a deficit in social and economic sectors as well as infrastructural development, the President says his administration is standing up to the task of resetting the country for sustainable growth.
Our administration has redirected the economy towards a more inclusive path, channeling money to fund education, healthcare, national security, agriculture, and political economic infrastructure such as roads, power, broadband, and social investment programs. These initiatives will generally improve Nigerians' quality of life.
Now, less than 3 years of his administration, the President reports the growth of the GDP by 4.23% in 2025 second quarter. Inflation's fall to 20.12%, the lowest in 3 years, along with efforts to boost agricultural production and ensure food security.
We have attained a record-breaking increase in non-oil revenue, achieving 2025 target by August with over 20 trillion naira. In September 2025 alone, we raised 3.65 trillion. That is 411% higher than the amount raised in May year 2023. We have restored physical health. Our debt service to revenue ratio has been significantly reduced from 97% to below 50%.
He also highlights others of the 12 remarkable economic milestones of his government to include stronger foreign reserve, tax to GDP ratio, trade surplus, improvements in oil production, social investment program, naira stabilization, recovery in coal mining, and expansion of transport infrastructure across the country.
The 284-kilometer Kano-Katsina-Maradi standard gauge rail project and the Kaduna-Kano rail line are nearing completion. Work is progressing well on legacy Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and Sokoto-Badagry Highway. The Federal Executive Council recently approved $3 billion to complete the Eastern Railway project.
In his message to the youth, the President updates Nigerians on various programs and policies which include the student loan scheme, consumer credits, and the Investments in Digital and Creative Enterprises (IDAS) program, all to expand the opportunities for young people and secure the future of the country.
You must continue to dream big, innovate, and conquer more territories in your various fields of science, technology, sport, and art and creative sector. Our administration, through policies and funding, will continue to give you wings to fly sky high.
President Tinubu commends efforts of the security agencies and assures improvements in securing the lives and properties of Nigerians. Musbah and Wahab, NC News.
In the meantime, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has appealed to Nigerians to play their part in building a country they all want to see, with an assurance that their sacrifices will never be in vain. This is in a message marking the 65th independence anniversary of Nigeria, captioned "All hands on deck for a greater nation." Referencing the famous quote from the inaugural address of United States of America's 35th President, John F. Kennedy, the First Lady urges Nigerians to ask not what their country can do for them at this time, but rather see what they can do to build a nation. Also drawing from the 1925 essay, The New Frontier, by Gibran Khalil Gibran, the First Lady asks, are you a politician, asking what your country can do for you, or a serious one, asking what you can do for your country? If you are the first, then you are a parasite. If the second, then you are an oasis in the desert. She congratulates Nigerians on the 65th anniversary celebration and prays for a prosperous country. Meanwhile, in this, the federal government says as Nigeria marches towards greatness, the renewed Hope Solarization project is one key initiative to present administration that is delivering clean and affordable electricity to millions of Nigerians. The statement by the Director General of the Energy Commission of Nigeria, Dr. Mustafa Abdullahi, on the occasion of Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary, stated that the solarization project of the present administration remains most ambitious project by any government since independence to electrify communities in the country. The solarization project will in addition deliver significant economic and social benefits, including job creation in solar manufacturing, installation, and maintenance, while fostering innovation among Nigerian engineers and entrepreneurs. Energy Commission of Nigeria, which is driving the broader energy reform, restates that the solarization project is expected to be the spark that ignites Nigeria's energy revolution, with a future where clean and affordable power is accessible to all. So far, the project has provided solar home systems and solar mini-grids to hospitals, schools, and public institutions across the country in the last 2 years. And in Ogun State, Nigerians have been encouraged to unite with collective effort to move the country forward. This came to fore as stakeholders across Ogun State, particularly in Ijebu Ode, gathered to celebrate Nigeria's 65th independence. Anthony Gantino reports that the move was in line with the theme of this year's independence anniversary. His report.
For 6.5 decades, the promise of our independence has been tested by profound social, economic, and political challenges. The 65th anniversary, however, reminds that despite challenges, there are reasons to be optimistic. Celebrating the Independence Day in Ogun State, Christians in Ijebu Ode came out en masse, marching through major streets of the metropolis to pray for Nigeria. Speaking on the purpose of the exercise, some Christian leaders said it was in line with the biblical injunctions for Christians to pray for the peace and prosperity of their Jerusalem, which is Nigeria.
The children of God, men of God, should not be on ground without doing something. We have to make sure we sanitize the city, and at the same time, seeking God's face for the next Oba. That is, the next Oba should be a God-fearing person. And then we want to believe that when God sees our effort, He will intervene and give us an Oba that will be, attentive and then listen to the plight of the citizens, and at the same time seek for the progress of the city or of the land.
Leaders of the group, including CAN chairman, Ijebu Ode Local Government South Chapter, opines that though we may not have achieved all the lofty dreams of our forebearers, we have not stayed far away from them either.
This day's independence is a must day to declare and rechannel our destiny in Ijebu local government, Ijebu land as a whole, and Nigeria as a whole.
He maintains that Nigerians, particularly Christians, remain steadfast in advancing development, strengthening our democratic institutions, and fostering peace among all citizens. In Ijebu Ode, Blessing Adewuyi, NTA News.
Still in the spirit of Independence Anniversary celebration, in this, Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has granted amnesty to 36 convicts commemorate 65th Independence Anniversary of Nigeria. In a press release signed by spokesperson Malam Olawale Rashid, the governor said the gesture followed the recommendation of the State Advisory Council of Prerogative of Mercy. He noted that most of the beneficiaries had been convicted of minor offences such as stealing and conspiracy, with many already serving substantial portion of their sentences. Governor Adeleke explained that the decision reflects the spirits of compassion, justice, and renewal which Independence Day symbolizes. According to the statement, 29 convicts were released from Ilesha Correctional Center and 7 from Ile-Ife Correctional Center. 65 years in a man's life is not a mere feat. So as the nation celebrates our 65th independence anniversary, Ngozi Technical in this report takes a look at the gains and challenges for the women folk.
Nigeria's struggle for self-governance came to fruition on 1st October 1960, following struggles and efforts by nationalists. Going by history, Nigerian women were part of the struggles, as evident in the Aba Women's Riot, where women protested against taxes imposed by the colonial masters, to mention just a few.
They were working shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Awolowo and Nnamdi Azikiwe and Sardauna of Sokoto in agitating and organizing the women, raising consciousness, doing the necessary grassroots work.
You will find that both in pre-colonial times and during colonial times, Nigerian women have not really lagged behind because they have in various ways made their presence felt.
Over time, despite their contribution to national development, the women folk face challenges in areas like social and cultural barriers, gender inequality, and poor political representation.
In all the struggles for independence, there were only skirmishes and, little points of recognition of the roles of women. Of course, a lot of times women will mention the queens, they will mention the warrior queens and all of that. They will mention Urola, the first female senator in the First Republic, and all of that. But moving forward, one would say that between the 80s into the 90s and now into the 2000s, there has been remarkable progress, which we can mark, but which we who are coming up behind those warrior women are not satisfied with. Because we believe for the country to have moved where it should have moved along with everybody.
We have grandmothers today that were members of the first political parties. And here we are, 65 years down the line, the voices of women are still not heard.
For some analysts, the ongoing call for special seats for women is justified.
Now I know that His Excellency is a gender-friendly president, and of course the First Lady as well. And the best gift that we can have as Nigerian women, as APC women in 2025, in celebrating the 65th anniversary of Nigeria, is for that bill to be granted.
Already through the public hearings, we have seen commitments. We have also seen the possibility that when it comes to that last act in October of throwing the vote for this bill that gives us these special seats, that people will live up to their words.
Women will always know the right things to do because they carry children. And because they carry, I would say their love for their children, which is in extension the love for the community, is great. Majority of women are God sent, and then we must find a way to give them the spaces for them to thrive.
However, the story is different in women economic empowerment, which many say speaks volume.
The First Lady All Home Initiative in Garden has really improved agricultural development, and it's really helped a lot of women. It opened their eyes, into more of agriculture, and that has also encouraged me into going for empowering a lot of women down home, Because when you empower one woman, you have empowered the nation.
The present government's body language is to advance the growth of the women folk.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, since he came into power, he has championed the cause of women. He has appointed a lot of women in his cabinet. Let's not forget the Renewed Hope initiative of the First Lady of this country. She has touched every state in this country. She has looked at every sector. I'm particularly so impressed the day I heard she was looking at the senior citizens. I don't think there's any first lady that have actually looked into that direction.
No doubt, Nigerian women are in for a better deal with enabling environment, policies and programs to complement the men in achieving a better and more prosperous Nigeria. Ngozi Technical, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Ijebu Ode at 7. We're now going on a short break. We'll be back.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
What a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy.
Welcome back from the break and thank you for rejoining us. Now to other stories. Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria and Pegansen has suspended its industrial action after the federal government brokered peace between the oil and gas workers and Dangote Group. Pegansen President Festus Osifo, at a press briefing, says an emergency meeting of the union's National Executive Council decided to suspend the strike to give room for the process of observing the sacked Dangote refinery works, as agreed by all parties and as a mark of respect for the tenacious efforts of the federal government in resolving the dispute. Earlier, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Mohammed Maigari Dinyade, in a statement stated that the matter was resolved with Dangote Group accepting unionization and willing to absorb the disengaged staff to other companies within the Dangote Group with no loss of pay. No worker will be victimized arising from the role in the impasse between Dangote and Pegansen. The federal government team that brokered the peace included the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, Minister of Labour and Employment, Mohammed Maigari Dinyade, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edo, Minister of Budget and Economy Planning, Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Iyeruka Oyecha, DGDSS, Adiola Ajayi, DGNIA, Ambassador Mohammed. Stakeholders in matters of national growth have re-echoed the need for greater transparency, accountability, and community engagement in addressing development challenges in the oil-producing communities. This was the pointer at the launch of a report by the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center in collaboration with Fair Finance Nigeria and partners in Abuja. Mohammed Rabiu Ali reports.
The Nigerian oil and gas sector has for decades been the backbone of the nation's economy, but the story of host communities is that of exclusion and environmental devastation, despite the enactment of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021. The report examines the socio-economic and environmental challenges these host communities face and highlighting the role of illicit financial flows, exposing perpetrators of crude oil theft.
From 2020 to 2025, you can see how much money we have lost. And if you inject just 10% of that money to this community we are talking about, you would have made life easy for them. Communities are knowledgeable about social investment, that's the PIA and HCDT fund, environmental protocols for environment disruption. However, the case studies identify slow response,
with communities alleging that pipeline installation companies and security agencies are complicit in these crimes.
There is a consensus that the report will provide actionable solutions to the lingering problems affecting the host communities. In Abuja, Muhammad Rabiu Ali, NTA News.
That will be all on our English updates. My name is Nta Ijebu Ode, and happy independence once again.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply. Or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.